Hello and welcome to. That audio shouldn't have been coming up that loud. Hello and welcome to How Should I Know? I am your host, Destin Diodato. I have so much trivia and fun and exciting things to do today. I am going to introduce you to the amazing contestants that we have for the show. So first, let me introduce you to Jenny Hill. Jenny, hello.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Dustin. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Let's keep on going. Miss Joy Masters. Joy Masters, how are you?
Hey, good. I'm here with you guys, so I'm great.
Yeah. And Claire Shiell, how are you doing?
Hi. I've never been better. I'm the best.
That is it's wonderful. That is wonderful. Well, welcome to our first episode. Thank you for stopping by. I'm going to try and turn that music off because it's being weird. Thank you for stopping by. So let me explain a little bit about what we're going to do here today, and you can experience it along with us. We have 5 rounds. We have 4 rounds of 5 questions each. We lost Claire. There you go. We have 5 rounds of 4 questions each. Points will be awarded for accuracy and also for funny. And then we have our final round where a winner will be declared. So I think we should just kind of get into it, right, guys? And then people will understand exactly what's going on. And here we go. So our first round is called Autocomplete Me. And in this round, wow. I told you guys, I warned you guys in advance, I am hitting all the buttons. So, because I am hitting all the buttons, I'm going to hit a bunch of wrong ones. So, you got to give me a few shows to get it all together. Anyway, round 1 is Autocomplete Me. In this round, I will give you a sentence, and our contestants will be asked to guess how Google auto-completed it in terms of a search. What was the number one thing that people were actually looking for when they started that sentence? So let's get into question 1, and I'll go to each of you so you guys all have an opportunity to answer this. Question 1, can a human... Jenny, I'm coming to you first. Can a human what?
Okay. I'm just going to say what popped into my head.
Okay.
Can a human lift a dinosaur?
Can a human lift a dinosaur? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
where my head's at.
Joy, how about you?
Can a human eat a bag of rocks and survive?
Can a human eat a bag of rocks and survive? Both very good answers. Claire, what are your thoughts on this one? Did we lose Claire?
My very first thought is, can a human fly without wings?
Oh,
that's very sweet.
Nice.
So I need to give points to somebody, and because the actual answer is, can a human get pregnant by an animal? I feel like if I have to give points to somebody, I got to go with Jenny because she mentioned an animal in her thing. So
I actually Googled that today. Can I get pregnant by an animal?
You did? Okay. I do not want to know any of the details around that. But thank you for
that was terrible.
Thank you for letting us know. All right, next question. When I jump, and this time let's go to Joy.
When I jump, do my organs change position?
Do my organs change position? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jenny, what's your take on this?
When I jump, do we jump? You jump.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. And Claire, who is a scary monster right now.
Robot.
Yeah. Claire's got some connection issues, but we're gonna power through.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, Joy took mine, but my next answer is, when I jump, what happens to my bones?
When I jump, what happens to my bones?
Yes.
All very good answers as well. the right answer is technically there were two that were very good, so I picked both of them. It's when I jump, my tooth hurts, and I poop. I'm going to give points, I think, in this case, to Claire. I feel like her answer was the closest. Although all of them were acceptable and good answers. But Claire gets the points here. Moving on to question number 3. I like to think about. This time, let's start with Claire in her, for the brief moment where she's not a weird, like Star Ghost.
Oh. Great. I like to think about sex.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm not going to say whether or not that is the right answer, but it feels like the right answer.
I hope my parents aren't watching. That's gonna suck.
I hope they are, but we'll see. Joy, let's come to you next.
I like to think about unicorns.
Okay. And Jenny?
Again, this is the first thing that came into my mind. I like to think about whether Pinocchio was happy to be a real boy.
That's good.
Okay, now how to give points for this one? Because can you guys just remind me of your answers one more time so I can figure out who's closest?
Sex.
Sex?
Unicorns.
Okay. Being a real boy.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go with Joy on this one, because I like to think about the goodness of the Lord.
Oh.
And I feel
Unicorns are.
Yeah, I feel like unicorns are borderline the Lord. So I feel like that merits 100 points for Joy, which brings us to we're deadlocked. It's anybody's game, especially considering how meaningless the points are. It is anybody's game. Let's get on to question number 4. I am extremely. Jenny, let's start with you. What are you extremely, or what do you think the people who type into Google are extremely?
I think they are extremely worried about the fate of the world.
Okay, the fate of the world. Joy, what about you?
I'm going with my first thought, which was Randy.
Randy, as in similar to Claire's
Yeah.
previous. So I'm extremely thinking about sex, and I feel like you maybe stole Claire's, but Claire, go for it.
No, my first thought was I am extremely tired.
Okay. The right answer, and points are going to go to Claire on this one. I am extremely peaceful.
Oh.
If you're tired,
Wow.
then you are peaceful. Therefore,
Wow.
that's about as close as you can get to that.
That's nice.
We're going to get a little bit more, because I had to go, you're going to get a little bit more spicy for the last one. Donald Trump is.
Ugh.
Joy, I'll come to you first. What do you think Donald Trump is? How people completed that sentence?
An alien.
Donald Trump is an alien. Okay. Claire?
Orange. Donald Trump is orange.
Donald Trump is orange. And Jenny?
A stumpy-dicked douchebag.
Okay. You're all pretty far from the right answer. So I'm going to go with Jenny on this one because I like that answer the best. The actual answer is Donald Trump is Your President lyrics remix. Which is a song that I had never heard of before, but according to YouTube has 3.3 million likes. So given how many likes it has, I thought the proper thing for us to do was to share that information with the world. So in case people are wondering what the lyrics are, these are the lyrics to the song. My favorite part of it is saying Donald Trump is your president. If you like it or not, facts, I don't care. Which I was like, yeah, those two sentences probably make an awful lot of sense together because he's not. Although the song was written at a time where technically he was. But so if you're out online and you're looking for that, those are the lyrics. A lot of people search for that for reasons I don't fully understand. So after the first round, well, let's see what our scores are. They're all blocked by cameras, but I think it's 200 to 100.
Yes.
I think Joy's got some making up to do, but don't worry.
I do. It's okay. It's okay. I expected this.
You got this, Joy.
Yeah, you got this. Because round two is who said that.
Who said that?
In round 2, I will give you guys a quote, and you will try and tell me who you think was the first person who said that. And this is possible. I feel like these are things where you might know because they're pretty famous quotes from ridiculous people that you may be able to get. So let's get into it with the first one. I actually don't like to think. I think people think I like to think a lot, but I don't. I do not like to think at all. Who was the obvious scholar who said this? Whoever's got an opinion first, I will take. I will let you guys decide.
Oh, Einstein.
Einstein. Okay. Jenny?
Oh, Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice? Okay.
Oh, God. I was also going to say Einstein, who's my second choice. Honestly, I thought Robert Pattinson? What's his name?
You mean like Batman?
Actor Robert.
Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
New Batman.
I think we the actual answer is Kanye West.
Oh, I was going to say that.
I feel like I got to go to Jenny on this one because I feel like Vanilla Ice is closest. Although Einstein is pretty close to Kanye West, but I'm going to go with Jenny on this one. Quote number 2. I mean, if a female Dalai Lama comes, then she must be very attractive. Otherwise, there's not much use. Who was the person who determined that a female Dalai Lama must be hot in order to be a worthwhile Dalai Lama?
Ding, ding, ding.
Claire.
Claire.
Wasn't it like Gandhi or something?
I don't want to give the answer away. So, is your answer going to go with Gandhi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's Gandhi. Absolutely.
Joy?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Donald Trump.
You're going to say Donald Trump. Okay. And Jenny?
I'm going to say John Voight.
John Voight.
Yes.
Okay. Trying to figure out the right way to give points for this one. I feel like I got to go with Claire on this one because the answer is the Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama.
The current Dalai Lama.
I thought that was too easy. What? I thought it was too easy.
Yeah. But for the record, I changed the quote. Like I like proper Englished the quote a little bit because I thought it would bias folks. But yeah, it is the Dalai Lama. So points go to Claire, who's running away with it now. All right. Quote number 3. Smoking can kill you, and if you're killed, you lost a very important part of your life. I will go to Joy on this one.
What? Oh, come on, man! I'm losing so badly. Okay.
All right, I'm trying to give you a few opportunities
Smokey
to
Bear.
jump ahead. Smokey Bear. Okay.
Okay. Claire, you want to go?
No, because that was going to be my answer. Now
I mean,
Now you have a chance.
You can both say it. You can both say it, and then you'd either both get points or not get points. Like you don't. The answers don't have to be exclusive.
No, I'm going to think about it. Let me think about it. You go first, Jenny.
Okay, I'm gonna say, did you guys have McGruff, that crime dog?
Oh yeah.
That wore like the trench coat?
Yep. We did.
I liked him.
So you're gonna go with McGruff the crime dog.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's McGruff the crime dog.
And I'm
Joy,
gonna
you said
go
Smokey
with-
Bear. Okay. Claire.
My answer is going to be one of the Dare ladies. You remember Dare in school?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I feel like just based on like proximity to the answer, I'm gonna have to go with Claire on this one again because she said lady, and it's Brooke Shields, and Brooke Shields is a lady. So, yeah, points go to Claire on this one. All right, guys, you got to catch up. You got to catch up.
Okay.
I'm gonna start
through the pressure.
I'm gonna start awarding multiple points soon. That way to keep it fair. I might fade into Bolivian. Who said that they might fade into Bolivian? Claire.
I'm gonna go with Jessica Simpson.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to go with Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say Joey Lawrence.
Joey Lawrence. This is a tough one to figure out who I'm going to give points to. I'm going to give points to Joy because I feel like technically in a fight these people would probably tie Mike Tyson. Just because as a rabbit, it's harder for to lose in a fight to Mike Tyson. So that's where the points are coming for that one. This was the only one that I knew because I had actually heard it in ridiculous quotes. Everyone else came from research. All right, last question. And I appreciate, as I mentioned, I'll try and bring up comments in the chat. Bolivia Newton-John was any suggestion. I like that one a lot. Cool. All right, so that brings us to our last quote for who said that, which is, when I see those poor starving kids, I mean, I'd love to be skinny like that, but not with all the flies and death. Again, I altered this quote a little bit just to shorten it because it didn't fit in the graphic otherwise. Who wants to look like starving kids from poor countries, but just without the flies and the death?
I feel like I've heard this before.
Yeah, same.
All right. Well, I'm going to Jenny up the top. So.
Oh gosh, I'm between
Jenny,
two.
What do you got?
I'll say Roseanne Barr.
Roseanne Barr. Okay. Joy.
Jesus.
You think Jesus said that?
No.
You think Jesus is the one who said? Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm taking your first answer. So.
Okay.
You're gonna. I'm already giving you points for it, so don't worry about it. So you already got the points. So we're coming to Claire now.
I'm gonna go with Paris Hilton.
Okay, Paris Hilton. And then again from the from our social, Angelina Jolie, which is I would argue I'm bringing it up on the screen, but I'm voting against it, Vinny, because like she like gives things to starving kids. Like she adopts, like she doesn't like want to just like I guess I'm just saying she's a force for good, and she also knows how to raid tombs. So I will, I'm pro her is all I'm saying. The actual answer is Mariah Carey.
Oh.
So.
But she's a skinny legend.
Yeah. So I'm just going to stick with the points that I gave for Joy for Jesus, because I feel like Mariah Carey and Jesus are about as close as we can get there. So, which brings us, I can't believe we're already at round 3. You guys are just burning through them, but it already brings us to round 3, which is not trivial trivia. And in this one, there's just 2 choices. So it's easy enough. You pick one and you go with it. But in order to get the points, really in this case, you have to explain why. So non-trivial trivia is trivia that is important for you to know. In this case, it is trivia about which thing is more likely to kill you. So we'll start out with question 1. Which is more likely to kill you, dogs or bees?
Do you want us to just yell it out, or?
Yeah, you just yell what you think the answer is, but like a quick explanation as to why would be very helpful.
Okay. I'm going to go with bees because a lot of people are allergic to them and then they die from the poisonous venom.
Okay.
I'm going to also say bees because I watched My Girl at a very pivotal age, so that has scarred me, and that bees are very dangerous.
All right. Claire?
I'm built different, so I'm going to say dogs because they can be bred to be very violent, and they also work for the police.
All right. The actual answer is bees. So since the other two ladies are behind, I'm giving them both the points, and because also they were right. So that that brings us to closer scores. Question number 2: which is more likely to kill you, sharks or coconuts?
Ding, ding, ding.
Go for
I
it.
would like to go with coconuts.
Like you go with coconuts,
people
and why?
are allergic to coconut.
Okay.
What?
Okay. No, that's
People are allergic. It can kill you, much like bees.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my internet connection sucks.
Jenny, we're coming to you.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say coconuts because sharks get a bad rap. They might take a bite out of you, but it's usually by accident, and then they leave you. And coconuts can fall from trees and really do damage and kill you.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
true.
And
I'm
Joy-
also going with coconuts because cartoons, if they've taught us anything, things falling from far above you are very deadly.
Okay. You guys, once again, you got it all right. It is coconuts.
Yeah.
Coconuts kill a lot more people than you would think all the time. So points for everybody. Hopefully that worked. So that means it's similar to points for nobody, but points for everybody. And Lynette got coconuts right in the chat.
Yay, Lynette.
And I could not agree more. With Maggie saying these women are smart.
Maggie!
Aw.
Hi, Maggie.
So let's move on to question number 3. Which is more likely to kill you, falling off of a bed or falling off of a ladder? Because on one hand, ladders are more deadly to fall off of. On the other hand, people are on beds more often.
I'll say falling off a bed because if you were doing proper ladder etiquette, you should have a person holding the ladder for you and supporting you.
Do you
But
know
falling
proper? Did you take a ladder class? Do you?
Yes, I did.
You did. You did. Okay. All right. Cool.
And falling off a bed, if you're having like a bad nightmare and you fling yourself off, that's yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Joy.
I don't want to copy everybody, but I'm going to go with bed as well. Partially because we had a bed that was very high up, and I basically had to jump in and jump out of it, and I could have broken an ankle, or which would then automatically lead to death. So,
Okay. Good point also by Maggie. Bunk beds have both, so you can fall off the bunk bed and the ladder on the bunk bed and die that way.
Beds are scary.
And pointing out that Jenny is a professional ladderer. Claire?
I'm gonna go with ladder because so like when you're like falling or getting into like a car accident, if your body is like stiff, you're more likely to like die and break all your bones and get really hurt. But when you're like your body is loose, like if you're in bed, you're asleep and you don't know you're actually falling, your body is loose because you're asleep. But if you're on a ladder and you know that you're falling, then you're tense and then you're gonna die and get really hurt. So
Okay.
ladder.
Okay. I love your original thinking, and therefore I'm going to give you points for that. It is in fact though falling off of a bed. So once again, points across the board. Everybody's scoring points here. I do want to say just because I have a minute because we're ahead of schedule. So the scariest ladder thing I've ever experienced in my life in terms of proper ladder etiquette. I was at a show in China. I was working on an esports event because that's what I do when I'm not doing this stuff. And it was the worst ladder etiquette I've ever seen in my life. Here's what they did. You know those like man lifts, those things that like accordion up and like put a person really high, like an apple picker kind of thing. They took that thing and they took it up as high as it could possibly go. Then they put a ladder on the top of that, a ladder that the two parts were held together by a cord in between. And then the person climbed up that ladder and stood on the top little landing of the ladder and worked on something that was just within his reach. And the
Did
whole
he have
time,
a helmet on?
No, he had no. He had nothing. He was not strapped to anything. He was just like, it was definitely a situation where he could have died at any moment. And the whole time, like, it was one of those things where I couldn't not look, but at the same time I couldn't look because I was like, I'm gonna see a dude die. Like, why are you doing this? Like, at least wrap a like a rope around your waist so that if you fall, like, you can only go so far. But no, and he lived. So like, good on him. But awful ladder etiquette. Anyway, enough about my ridiculous ladder etiquette stories. Let us move on to question number 4. Which is more likely to kill you, canoeing or bungee jumping?
Definitely canoeing.
Definitely canoeing. Why? And why is it definitely canoeing?
Because
Why?
you're more likely to either get water in the thing and have it turn you over or fall out of it and drown than falling off of like something bungee jumping.
But you're jumping off a bridge.
Yeah, but you're strapped in.
Yeah, but you're jumping off a bridge. Sometimes, like, those things are run by people who, like, are not, who might not know how to do good.
Well
said.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Good job. Good job.
I was trying to figure out the right words for it, okay?
Canoeing because drowning, okay?
Canoeing because drowning. Okay.
Not bungee jumping because do no good.
Don't make fun of me is my show. So, if you want to get points, that's not a good way to get to get them.
I don't lose anyway.
You don't know. You don't know. Jenny, how about you?
Yeah, I'm also gonna say canoeing.
Okay.
Because in theory, when there might be more people in a canoe, so you take more out in one shot than a bungee jump. So just by and could be rapids and stuff or an alligator.
Or a
A
shark.
lot of factors.
A swarm of bees.
And Claire?
I also have to go with canoeing because I feel like when you're bungee jumping, like there's a lot of like caution and a lot of like safety measures taken in place. But when you're canoeing, you're like going out for a nice little canoe trip. Yeah. Oh, look at those white waters. I didn't think about that. And you just die when you canoe.
Okay.
Every time.
You just die.
Turns out y'all are right. Canoeing by like a lot. Like 1 in 10,000 people will die from canoeing, whereas 1 in 500,000 people will die from bungee jumping. Wow. Granted, people canoe like a lot more than they do bungee jump, but still, you're far more likely to die from canoeing. So, our last question is actually breaking the mold a little bit on this one for this category. And this question is, on average, how long does 20 minutes of moderate exercise extend your life?
20 minutes like a day or just one time doing 20 minutes?
One time, one 20-minute round of exercise will extend your life how much time? That way people, like, we've talked about what can kill you. The only fair thing to do is to talk about what will keep you alive. Mm-hmm. How much will 20 minutes worth of exercise do? Claire, we're going to you first.
Great. I'm going to say you get an extra 5 minutes. It just feels right in my soul. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Joy?
I'm going to say 3 days.
That's 3 days.
Oh.
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 days. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Jenny?
All right. Well, I'll say 33 hours.
33 hours. 33 hours. Wow. Wow. The correct answer is 1 hour, which I was like, that is a great investment. 20 minutes of exercise gives you an hour worth of, so that's like a plus 40-minute type situation there. You guys had, it's not a great investment compared to what you guys were throwing out there. So I feel like I got to give the points to Claire on this one because she was in the ballpark. In a way that maybe you guys were not, but I still love all the answers. So, what that means is let's check our standings going into the final round. The standings going into the final round has Claire ahead by just 100, though. At one point, she had a pretty big lead. Everybody else has caught up, so still anybody's game. 5 questions to go before we get to our final round. And our final round is, or our next round is IMDumb Trivia. In this case, we're going to review trivia about a movie and like dumb random things that appeared in the trivia section in the now you know or whatever the hell that category is in IMDb. And in this one, it's all about one movie. And Joy is going to hate me for this, but that one movie is Sharknado. Or technically, it's about their Sharknado series. So I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions related to Sharknado. And I'm hoping, because it's such a glorious movie, that you guys know these answers very, very quickly. Although I'm guessing probably not, because people don't share the same love of Sharknado that I do. But you'll regret not knowing more about it soon. Question number 1 is, how many very well-spent days did it take to shoot the original Sharknado? The movie that just sort of took over the world. How many days of production, filming days, were necessary to make that glorious masterpiece? I'm going to go with Joy first, because she's going to kill me in my sleep for bringing up this category in general.
I'll wake you up first. Don't worry.
No, you don't. Don't feel obligated to. Don't feel obligated to.
3 days.
You think they shot? Your argument is they shot the entirety of Sharknado in 3 days.
And my argument is because of the quality, it really shows through for those 3 days.
Okay. A movie that is 90 minutes, they shot in 3 days. Cool.
Yep.
We're gonna go to Jenny next. Jenny, you
saying,
love the Sharknado series, right? I'm assuming.
I usually do love a movie that involves a shark eating a person. That's actually a fact about me. But I've never really got that much into Sharknado. Have you ever seen Orca? I recommend Orca.
I have.
That being said,
did you see Sharknado and not like it, or did you just not see Sharknado?
I've seen parts of it. I guess it just didn't speak to me.
Okay, well,
like Deep Blue Sea did. Like Deep Blue Sea, I will watch if it's on.
Right. Well, I encourage you to come over and watch it and get very drunk.
Okay.
I'll make the cocktails.
It'll help. So Joy is saying 3 days.
I am going to say 53.
53. Okay.
53.
All right. Claire, what is your?
I'm gonna go with 43.
Okay.
Because my heart is telling me 43.
Okay. Okay. That is a very, very passionate answer you have there. The actual answer is, in fact, 18 very glorious days is how long it took to shoot this movie.
Wow.
So I have to go with points to Claire for being the closest, and points to Joy for being insulting. So I'm not afraid to give points for that. All right. Question number 2. Steve Guttenberg so regretted not taking the role of Finn, the lead role in this movie, that he went on to star in what sci-fi movie? Because as soon as Sharknado was done, he was like, "Fuck, I screwed up. I need to make good on this. I need to make an equally as ridiculous movie as Sharknado." What was the movie that he made that I recall was promoted, I believe, during Sharknado 2, the second one? Jenny, you seem like you have it.
I feel like I know it. I'll just say Killer Crocs in Florida.
Killer Crocs in Florida. Okay. Claire,
Crocs.
Claire, I'm jumping over to you. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Meg.
The Meg. Okay. All right. I feel like that's above a sci-fi movie, but it could be. Okay. It could be. You never know. I mean, I do. Great. But enjoy.
I don't. Can I ask a question first?
Yeah.
Is Ghost Shark part of the Sharknado?
No. Ghost Shark is an independent movie.
I'm going to say Ghost Shark.
Okay.
Because he had to have some more shark.
Yeah. The correct answer is Lavalantula,
What?
About
My next
tarantulas
Mm-hmm.
that shoot out lava. If you haven't seen it, what's
Don't.
wrong with you?
No, I need to see that. I need to see that.
Um, it's a super fun, ridiculous movie. I'm going to give points to Joy for calling out Ghost Shark, and I'm going to give points to Jenny for making up a ridiculous movie. A friend of mine and I shot a sketch called Crocagator about about an animal that was half crocodile and half alligator that was terrorizing people, and for some reason we didn't get paid millions of dollars for it, which I'm very disappointed in. So question number 3: After Tara Reid's hand is eaten by a shark in Sharknado 2 from an airplane, in Sharknado 2, the second one, it is replaced by what? What do they strap to Tara Reid's hand in place of a hand after it is eaten off by a shark while she is dangling from an airplane in midair? I'm gonna go with Claire. Claire, what do you got?
It has to be a hook, of course.
It has to be a hook. Okay.
Like a fishing hook, like Captain Hook. Nope.
Okay.
Hook.
Joy, I know you've seen this movie, so I'm going to come to you next.
Admittedly, I did fall asleep through every single one of these movies.
Right, but
I
that was
think
for
I do know. I think I do know that.
that was for reasons other than the movie. I think you were just very busy that day because I can't imagine you falling asleep during Sharknado.
I think it was a chainsaw.
Okay, you're gonna guess chainsaw.
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming to Jenny. Jenny, what do we
I
got?
was gonna say chainsaw, but I'm gonna just
You can say it.
yeah.
Yeah,
We can both say it.
Okay.
you're gonna go with chainsaw.
Yeah.
No, that's not judgmental because in
It's
fact,
either a chainsaw or Chris Klein.
yeah, it's a buzzsaw, which is essentially the same thing as a chainsaw for these purposes, and therefore both of you guys get points. But I'm going to give an extra set of points to Joy because
Me? No, I don't deserve
yeah.
them. I got pity points earlier. I should not get
them. Question number 4 is revealed in Sharknado 4: The Fourth Awakens. Who is it revealed in Sharknado 4 to be Tara Reid's father? I'll give you a hint. It's someone ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
Me too.
Claire, do you want to go first?
Yes. I would love to go with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Okay.
He feels
Excellent.
right for the role.
Excellent guess. Jenny, what do you got?
I mean, there's so many running through my mind. I will say the Hoff, David Hasselhoff.
Okay. That is an excellent guess.
Christopher Walken.
Again, I will remind you, Joy, that you've seen this movie. So,
I can't remember who it was.
Michelle wants to offer up the shark as a possibility of the answers, which is a good guess. Let's see. How do I score this one?
Well, you can tell us the answer.
Yeah. The actual answer is Gary Busey.
Oh,
I think it was close.
Yeah. So, Jenny, were you the one that said Hasselhoff?
Yes.
So you get points because David Hasselhoff is Finn's father in the movies.
Okay.
Nice.
Claire, what was your answer again?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah, and I think you get points for the fact that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is a good choice for just about any.
Should have gotten the role. Should have been cast. He was
exactly.
Busey.
Yeah,
And I should have points taken away because I did see the movie and I did not remember.
All right. Brings us to our last question before the final round. In Sharknado 5, Finn and Nova unleash time-traveling Sharknadoes in a temple under what famous monument? What famous monument is a portal to time-traveling Sharknadoes? feel like this is something we should all be very aware of. Because it could be true. It's one of those things where like we don't know why this thing is a thing. What could it be?
The can I say?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I know I've probably seen this as well. I'm going to say the Statue of Liberty.
Okay. Claire, we'll come to you next.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Washington Monument.
Okay. Okay.
Because there's something going on there for real.
There's something going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have my suspicions.
Okay. Jenny, what about you?
Okay, there's two things in my head, but I am going to say Mount Rushmore.
All right. Mount Rushmore. Joy said
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty. Claire said, again, Washington Monument. I'm going to give points. The correct answer is Stonehenge.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna give points to Jenny on this one because technically they're both rock formations, and therefore they both apply. Which means after 4 rounds, let's see what we got here. Unfortunately, Claire, you have the lowest score, but really, who cares? Because we're going to the final round and we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see who wins tonight's game. I don't even know what's happening. So brings us to round 5, which is the how should I know round, which is one question that, like, although admittedly so far we've asked 20 questions of which we've gotten 1 right, but that's fine because there was still a lot of right happening there. So here we go. Okay, our final question is in the how should I know round, and I will give you guys a timer to debate this and a little music that hopefully you'll be able to hear. I don't know, but the audience at home should be able to. And the question is, how many escalators are there in the state of Wyoming total?
Ooh. So, should we talk this out or?
Yeah. Or you whatever you guys want to, whatever you guys think the answer is.
Are we each answering a number, or is it like a collective?
Yeah. You could each answer a number, and whoever gets closest. If Claire gets it right, she wins. If either of you get closer, then you are the winner.
Okay.
So
I like the number 3. I feel like they might have 1 mall, and maybe it has 2 levels.
Okay.
Which still that means there would only be 2. Or 4, because you could go up twice and only come down. I'm saying 3.
All right, Joy's going with 3. Jenny, what's your guess?
It's probably way too high, but I'm going to say 27.
27 escalators in the state of Wyoming. Claire, here's your opportunity to get it right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 99.
99.
It's just sticking out in my head. Yeah, 99. I know it's a
Okay.
lot, but I feel like the people of Wyoming like their escalators, but they don't get used often. So they're probably like constantly working and don't break down easily.
Okay. And Michelle is going to go with 0 for the chaos of it because of the way that she loves chaos. And the actual answer to our final question is in fact 2.
Whoa.
Joy.
I should have
Therefore,
Wow.
therefore, yes, yeah, because arguably you would need an escalator to go up and an escalator to go down if you were doing escalatoring right, which means that Joy Masters, you are our winner.
Why? Do I get a prize cash, like a cash prize sort of?
No, you don't.
Can I just take it out of your wallet?
I mean, possibly, very well, very
I do
possibly.
anyway.
I'm aware of that. So
Get a free ticket to this Friday's improv show.
yeah.
I'll be there.
And please know that this was not biased. Please know that Joy was not the winner, simply because she can kill me in her sleep. Because admittedly, all of you could kill me in my sleep. It's just that she has better proximity to it than you do.
We do know where you live.
Right.
Yeah.
You've all,
Yeah.
right.
Listen, Jenny and Claire came over.
Yeah. No,
I just have an
Very
innocent
close to you,
sleepover.
Yeah.
Just, some girl
I'm
talk.
a 10-minute subway ride away.
just to show that it's not rigged, I'm pointing at Sonia's thing, asking if it's rigged. It is not rigged. You guys were here. You heard the questions. If I was gonna rig it, I would have given Joy some of the answers, which I did not do. So, so thank you guys so much for being part of our very first How Should I Know? Thank you for playing along. Thank you for all the funny things you said. Thank you for everybody at home for watching. It's been really fun playing this game and me trying to figure out all these freaking buttons that I don't know how to work. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And we'll probably try and do these every couple of weeks because it's hard to come up with this many questions and all that. But thank you again. And if anybody has any feedback or thoughts or different things that we can do, would love to hear them. And have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys.